Hey everyone, welcome to another stream. It is October as of doing this stream, and yeah, we're gonna kick it off with some Demon's Crest. I actually played through this on Twitch about a month ago, actually. It was just, I randomly fired it up, and we ended up going through the entire game in one sitting. Takes probably about 2 hours to do. This isn't gonna be a terribly long stream. Yeah, I'm re-familiarized with the game. It is one of my favorite Super Nintendo games. I always go back to it probably once every other year, and just do a whole playthrough just because it's fun, and it's got a great aesthetic, with great music, great visuals, really fun gameplay. Some good little, sort of wall grapple mechanics and things like that, and you can hover in the air, and there's just a lot of good mobility options in the game, which is really cool, and I'll sort of explain that as we go through it. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go through Demon's Crest start to finish. I am going to do the true final boss afterwards, after it's all said and done. We'll get all the items and stuff like that, so you guys can see basically what it's like doing you know, a full playthrough of the game. There are multiple endings depending on the items you get and how you do and whatnot, which gives this game actually a lot of replay value. It's not the most complicated game, but it does have a lot of replay value because of things like alternate endings, and you know, there's ways I think to go straight to the final area of the game really quickly, and I don't remember how to trigger that, but yeah, it's just tons of replay value in this game, which is awesome. So for anyone that hasn't played this, I think this is on the Switch Online service now. I think it's actually pretty accessible. The actual cartridge itself is one of the more expensive Super Nintendo games now. I think it's at least $150, maybe more than that now. I'm glad I actually have a cartridge of it. I started building a Super Nintendo collection about a year and a half ago, and I actually managed to get a Demon's Crest, so yeah, I actually do own this game. Again, one of my favorites, I'm really glad I have it. But we're actually playing this on the analog Super NT, for anyone curious. We're not actually using my actual Super Nintendo today. We're using the modern analog FPGA clone system, which is fantastic. And we're actually playing this off the SD card. You can jailbreak it, so you don't even have to use cartridges for the most part. So yeah, we're gonna play Demon's Crest on the Super NT, and I see a bunch of people out there in chat. I see Savvy. I hope you're feeling a little bit better, Savvy. Savvy's been under the weather. I see Aberdeen out there. I see John Smith. He says, Happy October. Yes. This is, I think everyone's favorite time of the year on my channel. It's my favorite time of the year on the channel. Unfortunately, I have not done any preparation for playthroughs. Well, that's not entirely true. I actually started working on Final Doom TNT Evolution a couple nights ago, so I'm going to try to stream that during October. I'm about 2/3 of the way through that game. But yeah, I haven't prepped anything else. No quick plays, no nothing, so this might just be a very stream-heavy month, and there's going to be a lot of content that is going to be familiar to you guys. Probably a lot of Castlevania and stuff like that. Definitely some Doom. Still going to see if I can get my brother over to do Resident Evil Code Veronica, but I'm not sure what's happening with that. I'm going to try to reach out to him later tonight, but yeah. I see Santino Black out there, welcome back. I see Crestline, I see Carlos Rodriguez, welcome back, Carlos. I see Gotcham, I see Michael, and looks like that's Zankdom, and I think that's everybody so far. So, this was a very, you know, short notice surprise stream. I made the thumbnail and, you know, just started streaming immediately. I didn't even update my Patreon slides today, so yeah, kind of a lazy, quick stream. Actually, I do like the thumbnail. I was actually very satisfied with that thumbnail. So yeah. Alrighty, let's go ahead and grab that controller and jump right into it. Hey, Doctor, welcome to the stream. Yes, I will 100% do Super Castlevania 4 this month. I do that every single year. Yeah, I do that every single year. For anyone that doesn't know, this is actually a part of the Gargoyles Quest series, which started off on the Nintendo Game Boy, and then there was a sequel on NES, and this is technically the third game in the series, and this is a spin-off of the Ghosts and Goblins and Ghouls and Ghosts series. So there's a lot of history with, you know, this series of games. But yeah, you control Firebrand, you can attack, and you can only shoot one projectile out with this setup right now. But you can also hover by just pressing jump in air, and you can just kind of move back and forth. For this guy, you want to just sit in the ground. Otherwise, his head won't come all the way down to the ground, and you won't be able to attack him. Very, very easy first boss, just to get you going, get you used to the mechanics. Hey, Pear, welcome back. Oh, yeah, Nightmare Creatures just isn't happening, Crestline. Yeah, definitely not happening. Although maybe I could do like a spooky N64 game stream and I can try Nightmare Creatures there. Alright, so now that we've... man, I can't talk right now. Now we've destroyed him, he's gonna drop a health extension. So our health bar is on the top left. That put us up to 5 blocks of health. Your health bar gets very, very large in this game. Very large. And this demonstrates the headbutt mechanic. It just does it automatically for you, but you press A to headbutt objects in the background. And that's actually pretty important to grind out for like health pickups and stuff like that. Some item upgrades too. I think there's a, I think we'll get a scroll here somewhere, which allows us to store spells, which are basically, you know, special abilities. I don't really use the spells that often, but it is an option. There it is. It is an option to make your life easier, especially on a first playthrough. I play this game so much that I don't really ever mess with the scrolls, but maybe we'll toy with them a little bit. Hey, Baba Chara. Demon's Crest, one of my favorite platforms with platformers with RPG elements. Yeah, it's got some. It's a fantastic game. This is a reoccurring mini-boss. Sometimes he likes to dart across the screen, so you've got to watch out for that. Like right there. Normally, bosses have invincibility frames, but there are some bosses like this where you can just kind of like, just really just go heavy on them with the fire. It's like they lack the iframes that some of your core bosses have. So if you're really good at like staying close and like mashing the attack button, you'll be able to do some rapid damage. Yep, another health extend. Is it true that you can charge your normal attack as your level increases? It is not true, no. There is a special form later in the game that allows you to charge, but your regular, you know, your standard forms, you cannot charge. But yeah, it is a function of the final transformation in the game. But you don't really like level up in this game. It's all just you just get items, you know, which give you better abilities and whatnot. So yeah, I believe some of the older ones, like the first game, had more actual RPG elements. This is more just about collecting items, you know. Like, there's gonna be a set of blocks up here that I can't bash through right now. But I will get an attack that will allow me to, and so we'll have to come back here later. So it's that kind of gameplay. It's not so much about leveling up or anything like that, but these blocks right here, we have to get what's called the Buster attack, and then we'll be able to bash through those. Aberdeen says, any chance of seeing some Alone in the Dark? Definitely not, because I played through that like a month ago. I kind of wish I had saved it for October, but remember my PC stream, about a month ago, 2 months ago maybe, we went through the whole thing. And I'm definitely not screwing around with parts 2 or 3, so... Alright, so this is Arma, he's also a reoccurring boss. And whenever you defeat him, he gives you a crest, which allows you to change into a different form, which has different abilities and things like that. Oh, man, I'm not doing too well here. And there we go. The G Gargoyle. Yeah, so now we can actually bash through stones. This was actually demonstrated in the attract menu, or the attract mode. Alright, so now we're out of our starting area and we can traverse the world. It's actually not a very big world, but there is something I want to do. And I think it might be here. Secret area. Let's see, is this level 3? Yep, level 3. Okay, so level 3 of this mini game here, if you complete it, you'll actually get a health extend. So that's what I want to do right from the very beginning. And we have to pay money, and we have to do headbutts. Let's see if we can get it on our first try. Ah, what am I doing? Not very accurate. Oh, got it. Nice. This is actually the first video game I've played all day today, so I'm a little rusty. It's gonna take a little while to warm up. But there we go. Health extend. Now, if you wanted to try to like grind out for money, you can go back there and try to complete it, and he'll give you a whole bunch of cash for finishing it, but there are other ways to get money in this game. This should be, I believe, a shop. Shop of Spells. So we'll do, I don't know, we'll buy Imp. An Imp will appear and work for you. You have to have money to keep him employed. That's really clever. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll toy around with that later. Okay. So these main, you know, areas right here, these are like your core levels. So you've got that bony thing. This is our first starting area. This is our town, which is another main area to go to. There's a couple boss fights in there. This should be another, either a mini game or a shop. This is another level right here. And then after you've completed the first set of levels, more open up. A water level opens up right here. There's the large in-game castle that appears. There's also this this snowy mountain area. An area opens there. But what we're gonna do is start off with our town. Hey Guns, welcome back. And this town we're going to be revisiting quite a bit so we can actually grind out for money and stuff like that. And there is a thing that we're going to get, it's called a talisman, that will actually allow money to appear more frequently. So when you have that equipped and you come back to this town, you can just like really rake in the cash and then buy all the upgrades and life refills that you need. But this area really helps like get you used to the whole headbutt mechanic as well. And so normally with pots like these, you can't actually hit them with your main shot, so what you can do is switch over to this guy, just like that, or you can smash through them. And these things are health refills, which I obviously don't need. In these blocks we can break through once we get the Buster attack. And we do have a couple shops here, and this guy, sort of gives you some of the lore in the game, and as you switch suits, he'll actually give you different responses. Hey, Curly Man, welcome back. And hey, Consolized, welcome back. So you are Firebrand, and apparently you are really, really dangerous, and nobody likes you. But now there's some other guy ruling this realm, and your job is to take him out. Hey, Sin City, welcome back. But see, if I switch suits here, he'll actually give me different response. The general was wearing a uniform something like yours, and that was the guy I was just fighting, Arma. Yeah, so you just gave me a tip. Boom, I can bash things apart. And you can break this guy's pots, which is kind of funny. That's right, this guy actually tells you what the talismans are when you equip them. So when you find them, you can come back to this guy and, you know, he'll tell you what they do. It's actually really handy because, like when you're on your equipment screen here, it doesn't tell you what any of this stuff does. So you can talk to that guy outside about the Crest powers, and you can talk to that old man about the talisman powers. And then the spells, the guy that sells you the spells tells you what they do. So, you know, you can learn this game without an instruction manual or anything like that. It's nice how they do that. They kind of teach the player, you know, what things do just within the game world itself. All right, so let's move on to our next screen. Nice little trick here. If you don't want to switch suits, you can actually do this. Breaking all these windows gets pretty addictive, though. It's like whenever I'm here, I'm always trying to just break stuff because you get money from it. Those silver coins are $5. The ones with skulls, I think, are 20. And then the little tiny ones that are just white are just 1. Hey, DG, welcome back. And hey, Freddy, welcome back. You know, I'm gonna have to do, like a Ghosts and Goblins and Ghouls and Ghosts session on stream sometime this month. I think that'd be great. I haven't played those games in a while. Well, it's not entirely true. I think I played Super Ghouls and Ghosts a few weeks back, but... yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, so we're gonna come here first. This is an alternate route. It takes us to a boss fight, which gives us the Buster ability. And this ground acid attack is actually really powerful. It is not very powerful airborne, though. Like, if it hits the ground, it's super strong. If it doesn't hit the ground, it's pretty weak. Alright, switch back over. I want to say someone may have made a updated like ROM hack of this game, which allows you, I think, to switch costumes without, you know, going to your menu screen. But I have never messed around with that. As I always say, too many games, too little time. So we'll end up getting the Buster attack from this boss fight, which is gonna be showing up here any moment. Alright, switch back. Alright, so first off, these little eyeballs pop up. And once you destroy all of them, the big eyeball will come out. Oh, that's not good. Get out of there. Let's actually mess around with this. See if the little imp helps me. Oh, he's an imp from, Ghouls and Ghosts. That's awesome. Or Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I've never actually used him before. But yeah, apparently he costs money. I'm at 128 gold. I'm at 125. Oh wow, that ticks down pretty fast. Wow, that's actually really handy. Look at him go. That's pretty sweet. I have never used this before. When I play Demon's Crest, I played a lot like I play a Mega Man, where like I'll just do what we call in Mega Man Buster only, which is, you know, your main weapon. And I play Demon's Crest a lot like that too. I haven't messed around with a lot of the spells because I feel like I just don't need to. But that was pretty funny. he was doing good damage too. Like I could see the boss changing color. But enemies and bosses, or major bosses anyway, will change to like darker hues, letting you know that like they're almost dead or you're doing damage. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna go right back here. Actually, I should not have done that. It doesn't matter. Oh, and the imp is a one-time use thing. Okay, so he actually goes off screen once you go to a screen transition. Good to know. Alright, so like I said, now we have the Buster attack, which will actually allow me to destroy these without having to get down below. Oh yeah, Sanctum, yeah. That's what the old wise man said, or not wise man, but whatever you want to call him. The shop guy said, yeah, it costs money to have the imp out, but I don't mind that. Because money is so abundant in this game, you know? You just come back to town, you grind out, and then you're good again, so... That was a really funny power-up, though. I like that a lot. Alright, so this guy actually sells potions. And the ginseng is the best one. And I can't afford it right now. Cheapskate, you don't have enough money. Yeah, so I'm not, well, actually the ginseng would be useful because the next boss fight is going to be fairly challenging. Probably one of the tougher bosses in the game because there's just not really a good way to, like, get around him. Hey David, and hey Greg, welcome back. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so we're actually going to go right back to where we fought that boss. Because there are a couple of upgrades I want to get there. Alright, switch back over to Buster. And now we can break through these blocks. Another scroll, very nice. So notice that I can actually shoot 2 projectiles out with this attack, which is nice. Whereas my main fire attack, I can only do it once. Now there is a talisman you get later on in the game that actually allows you to throw an extra projectile. So that talisman will allow you to shoot 2 fireballs, or 3 buster shots. There's some nice like upgrades in this game. They're all pretty useful. You know, one thing I hate about some games is like they've got upgrades, but they're not really all that handy. It's like, what's the point of them, you know? But the upgrades in Demon's Crest are all pretty useful for the most part. Hey, D. Andrew, welcome back. Alright, another life upgrade. D. Andrew says, I always miss your streams. Real life sucks. Yeah. I also stream all over the place. I don't have a set day or time like I used to, so that does make it harder to catch live, for sure. Would I say this is easier or harder than Super Ghouls and Ghosts? I'd say 95% of the game is easier. Like, way easier. But the true final bosses, both of them, are quite challenging in this. Those are harder than I think anything in Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Okay, actually, so what I want to do is go back to the starting area. So we can use the Buster attack to get probably, I don't know if it's going to be a talisman or another health upgrade or something. And actually, if I really wanted to, I could try to get, you know, slick and just start, you know, using my little slide here. Any new spooky games for spooky season that you have on your list this October? I don't really, honestly. I think I'm just going to be doing a bunch of like the regular things, like, you know, some Castlevania and I do want to do TNT Evolution, which is a part of Final Doom. So I'm working on that right now. I might actually stream Lies of P. I have actually started playing that last week, and I think I'm like kind of close to the end of the game already. So I might actually stream that here. I haven't done a Souls-style game in a while, but that'll be like a multi-part stream if I do that. I'm gonna try to do it. I'd like to. Odd One asks, do you know the game The Cat Lady? I've heard of it, but I haven't actually seen anything about it, so... Milo and Patchy are actually doing okay, Zanctum. They're actually right next to me. Sleeping on the same blanket together, which is nice. Alright, back to town. Okay. You know, Andrew, I actually don't really like the Evil Dead games. I've played a bunch of them, and none of them do it for me. Yeah, so you're probably not going to see any of that on my channel, unfortunately. I love the classic Evil Dead franchise, though. Like, the movies. Like, Evil Dead 1 in particular is one of my favorite, like, movies ever. How much money do we have? We have 208. Okay. 240. SI says, time to beat some Castlevania games. Finally got around to beating the Game Boy ones. Nice. Yeah, I had thought about trying to relearn Castlevania Adventure. Just the first one, to do like a quick play. Because I haven't done a full dedicated playthrough of that on my channel in like 10 years. My old Let's Play is like horrible video quality, so I definitely want to update that. No, probably no. I mean, I haven't prepped at all, guys. So like, and I don't really practice a lot of stuff anymore for live streams because I just don't have the time, you know. I actually tried going through Undying a couple years ago. And I kind of lost interest partway through. I think because, like, it just started to get really, really hard. And not in, like, a good way. Okay, there's a potion. Yeah, I almost feel like I'm never gonna beat Undying. There's actually quite a few games, come to think of it, that I've just kind of, like, given up hope on. I'm like, you know what? I don't need to beat this game. Let me just work on something else that's more fun in the moment. So all right, let's equip this. Use it. That gives us all of our health back. But there's a talisman here. So generally you're supposed to come here when you've got the, you get a transformation that turns you into like a merman, and it allows you to swim underwater without taking damage. But now we got the talisman, which I think is the one that actually allows me to shoot an extra projectile. Yep. Very handy. Alright, nice. Another health upgrade. Alright, I just love how powerful this attack is. And I actually use this on the boss fight, too. Unfortunately, I've already used my ginseng, so I'm gonna have to do this on my first try. Again, this is one of the tougher bosses in the game, in my opinion. Crestline says, I love Undying. He honestly gets lost after defeating Aaron. Yeah, and I hate it when he corners me like this. Like, what am I supposed to do? Ugh. Alright, let's retry. I had a feeling I was gonna die there, and that's not a big deal. Thankfully, the game's not too punishing with deaths. You get infinite continues. You also get passwords in this. Hey, office, welcome back. Okay, I just want to make sure that was collected. Wasn't sure if it would reset it after I died. Because I don't usually get a game over in this game. Okay, let me loose, thank you. And actually, it's probably wise for me to get the, like, the aerial gargoyle. Because then I can fly over this guy. I never really thought about trying that. He's doing it again. He's just gonna corner me. Oh, come on. That's some bad RNG. Really bad RNG. Oh, nice, we got him. Okay. Yeah, it's like, the screen doesn't scroll, like, all that far either, so... And he takes up so much space that it gets very claustrophobic. Very claustrophobic. Alright, I've got money, so let's actually come back and buy some stuff. I do want at least a potion. Get some more ginseng. How much money? How much do I have? 120? Okay. Buy one. Now, I shouldn't have problems with basically any of the other bosses, leading up to the final boss at least. But yeah, that graveyard boss is, like I said, he's one of the most tricky to deal with. But there is another transformation which turns us into a gargoyle that can fly. And so I think if you were using that gargoyle on that boss, it would probably be a lot easier. Although I don't know if its attack... If that gargoyle's attack actually does any damage to him. Okay, so I just wanted the potion, so we can go ahead and exit. Sanctum has got a lot of moolah. Alright. So we're basically done with our first initial areas, so now we can go to area number 3. Office says this game always gives them Castlevania vibes. Yeah, as it should. Actually, I probably should have went to the tower area first, but it's not a big deal. Mainly because I think that's where we would get the aerial gargoyles, transformation, and it would allow me to cut through a lot of these vines. But it's okay, I have to come here anyway, fight the boss. I do want to get that potion. So much slowdown. Now I've got a cat in front of me too. Alright, Patchouli, you gotta get down, babe. Come on, babe. Good girl. Alright. My cat was distracting me. I love my kitties, but sometimes they get in my way, like, at the most inopportune times. Alright, so this, I think, is also a little bit of a... kind of a, sequence break. Again, you're supposed to have the merman suit, or whatever you want to call it. Alright, there we go. Look at that health bar. It's nice and healthy. It's big. Deandra asks, what's the game where you take the pictures of the ghost? That is Fatal Frame. And it's absolutely October worthy. I mean, it's a spooky game. I've never actually played them myself. So the treetops here that are on fire, when we beat this boss and we come back, they'll actually be completely gone, and with the aerial gargoyle, we can actually fly upwards and find another health upgrade. So there's a lot of backtracking in this game. Alright, another talisman. So this one might... I think this one might allow me to do, like, more damage. I don't remember, but I'm gonna equip it. Hey, Panther Vision, welcome to the stream. Can't watch now, it's all good. The archive should be up later tonight. Alright, second phase. Probably the more challenging of the two phases. Yeah, if you have the aerial gargoyle, you can actually destroy this guy really fast. The Buster attack, it's nice that it shoots rapidly, but it's not that powerful. So, if you're gonna fight this guy with just the base Firebrand setup, then it takes a lot more effort. Much more effort. Alright. So this thing here, this tornado, it basically shoots out these platforms you can use as, like, stepping stones. I don't ever use it. It's actually probably the one thing in this game that I just really have never used. I've never had a need for it, so... Alright, let's come down here. Like I said, I probably should have come here first, but that's okay. We've got to go everywhere anyway if you want to get the best ending. We got to get everything. Another potion? How many do I have now? Okay. 3. Very nice. Frankie, welcome to the stream. He says this game needs a remaster. Yeah, I wouldn't mind one. Alright, let's go ahead and stick with Buster. It's actually pretty nice because it busts through this armor. Alright, let's fight this guy first. This is actually probably going to be somewhat challenging since I'm not using the aerial gargoyle. Right? I see him changing color, which is a good sign. Yep, he's almost... Oh, got him. Nice. That was a good fight, actually. You know, I was doing a lot of dodging there. It's pretty satisfying. Yeah, this one's called Claw. You can, like, latch it onto, like, spike walls and, you know, basically use it as a platform. But it's, you know, kind of like Tornado. I actually completely forgot about this power. Kind of like Tornado, I don't ever use it. I really have no need for it. Alright, now we gotta do this again. So we can go fight Arma again. And then get our next Crest. And now I really want to play Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Yep, drop down there. Zagnum says he finds that boss easier without the aerial gargoyle. Really? Yeah, I find it a lot easier with the aerial one, because that attack is does so much more damage, and so you can kill the boss really, really fast. Oops! I pressed triangle, not triangle. I'm not on a PlayStation controller. I pressed X by accident. So I just wasted $140. That happens sometimes when I try to button mash really quickly. I'm using the tornado here. It might allow me to, like, traverse this vertical section a little bit faster, but it's not a difficult section at all, so I don't even really think about it. So what we want to do is actually drop all the way down. I think we get another talisman here. Yep, there it is. It's the crown, and I think the crown is the one that allows me to earn more money. I think. We're gonna have to actually double-check that at the main town. And also, if we come all the way up to the top, I think there's another scroll. I think it's a scroll. I really love the visual design in this game. Yep. And up top there is where we fight our next boss. Ooh, spooky ghosts. Thought I'd try that. Alright, any day now. God, I got this little gnat flying like right in front of my face too as I'm trying to play. It's like, I don't even know where these bugs come from. It's so frustrating. Hey, Jason, welcome back. Shigo says, first video of mine I watched was the Dr. Chaos one earlier. Nice. And now I see you're playing this classic. Yeah, this game is definitely a classic. It's an awesome, awesome game. Hey, Pages, welcome back. Crest of Air. Yeah, so now we can fly, and we've actually got a pretty cool, cool attack with this gargoyle. I think I'm done with this place. I don't think I have to go back there. You see that these places have opened up now. Let's go and see if we can get ourselves some more money and get ourselves some more potions. And actually, let's talk to this guy. Since we've got the crown equipped, am I doing a costume stream? I never do that. I'm not very festive when it comes to that kind of stuff, you know. People are like, oh, come into work and dress in your favorite suit. And I'm like, nah, no thanks, I'm good. Yes, it does allow me to control, or not control, but get money a little bit easier, so that's good. Awesome. Alright, now we can grind out a little bit. Also, a costume stream wouldn't really, I don't know, it wouldn't be all that interesting, because I don't ever have a webcam on. I just realized my game crop is, like, completely messed up. Let me fix that. I don't know why I didn't realize that till just now. I think it's because, like, the title screen looked fine. There we go. That's a little bit better. Getting a little OCD about that. Jason says, I watched your Castlevania 2 Let's Play the other day. Nice. I've got a few of those. Console Eye says, it's a costume stream right now, we just don't know it. Maybe, perhaps. How much money do I have? $259. I think that might be the maximum. I don't remember what the max is. Alright, I am actually going to do that because I don't want to accidentally use a potion again. Alright, I think I'm good. Or am I? It's very easy to get lost in this town, just like... or sidetracked, I should say, you know, just trying to smash every window. Alright, let's go back to this area. Now that we've got the aerial gargoyle suit. Or transformation. We can get some things. Alright, and I'm going to go this way again. It's a nice little trick. Just skip the whole section. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing here. There it is. Alright, good deal. And we go right back in. It would be nice if there was like a quick exit option. Although admittedly that would make the game a lot shorter than it actually is. Alright, let's come down here. Jason says this game is really expensive nowadays. Yes, unfortunately it is. Which is a bummer, because it's such an awesome game. But it was one of those games that kind of flew under the radar for most back in the day. I got really lucky and had one of my good friends at the time, like, picked it up. And so he's the one that actually got me onto this game. So I'm thankful for that. And thankful for the fact I was able to experience it back in the day, but a lot of people missed out on this game. I mean, 1994, when it came out, that was a big year for gaming. I mean, there was just so many, like, really good games. I mean, Donkey Kong Country was one. What, Chrono Trigger, I think, there was a lot of really good stuff in 94, and so even great games like this got overshadowed. That's interesting. Hey, Dasan, welcome back. Freddy, I think it might have been on, no, it was definitely on the Wii and Wii U Virtual Console. And now I think it's on the Switch Online service. Thankfully. Ugh, what am I doing? Gotcham says Chrono Trigger was 95. Yeah, I thought it was 94. Yeah, maybe it was 95. Woo! Whoa! Dasan, I did this on Twitch. Yeah, it was just I was just doing a Super Nintendo, you know, variety play stream, and I fired this up. I was doing one of those streams where I was using my actual cartridges, you know, and playing them on the CRT. And I fired this up and I ended up beating the game in the same sitting. I think I ended up losing most of my viewers, but still, it was fun. I actually usually take that little guy out first, but since I was using the ground gargoyle, I took out the big guy first, and so I haven't seen that pattern in a long time. Okay, I think we're pretty much done with that area now. I did do a little bit of sequence breaking, you know, got some items early. Alright, let's get back to town again. Since I was playing a little risky there, I had to use my ginseng if I didn't want to die. So I'm at 398. Okay, I don't know what the max amount of money is that you can have. I wonder if it's actually like 999. Oh, you were talking a YouTube stream of this, Dasan. Yeah, it's been years since I've done a Demon's Crest playthrough here. I do one every couple of years, it seems like, or every few years. But apparently it's been 4 years, so that's good to know. I like it when a lot of time has passed on games like this, you know. It doesn't make me feel too bad about playing through them again. Jason says, I'd like to see you play Metal Gear on the NES, or whatever system you have it for. You know, it's funny you mentioned that. I actually fired that up, I don't know, about a month and a half ago, and spent about an hour to an hour and a half trying to learn it. It seems actually like it's a pretty cool game, but it's also very difficult. So, yeah, hopefully one of these years I can beat that game, and then, do a stream. Well, I don't know how long it is, like, in a single sitting, so... But I assume it's long enough to where I could do a live stream of it. Dasan, it's not that I'm not a huge fan, it's that, like, I always told myself, if I'm gonna play the series, I want to start from the very beginning. You know, I want to start with what a lot of, you know, my friends and I grew up with, which was the first one. On NES, specifically. So, if I actually beat that game, then maybe I'll actually try some of the other ones. Alright, let's get out of here. No, I understand that, Dasan, that Metal Gear, the MSX version is way better, but again, it's partially like a nostalgia and just history thing for me. Like, it's what we all grew up with, and so that's the one I want to do, basically. Regardless of how great the MSX version is, you know. And if I beat the NES one, then maybe I'll try the MSX version. But, yeah. That's kind of my logic. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna take the top route first because it's gonna allow us to get a another crest. It's a very, very powerful crest. And then I can use that on the subsequent boss fights. Otherwise, the boss fights will be pretty tough with, like, these basic suits, or formations, whatever you want to call them. Oh, I did it again. I pressed X by accident. I'm fat-fingering, all my potions. And you know what? I should probably be using, that to get some more money. Alright, switch back over. Not getting a ton of money for that. Freddy asks, have I played any of the Clock Tower games? Yeah, I played the first one on Super Famicom, just a little bit. If I can find, you know, a good amount of, like, spooky Super Nintendo games to play, we can do, like, a spooky SNES stream and maybe, maybe try, Clock Tower again. It is actually a pretty creepy game. I'll take some damage for $20. Alright, boss time, I think. Let's actually see if we can use this. And I will switch back to that. You know what? Let's actually switch over to this so I can shoot faster. There we go, much better. It's a pretty powerful attack, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, gotta light up these candles. Hey, John Simpson, welcome back. Nice. Alright, so that talisman, I believe, actually makes me beefier, which is nice. So I think I'll actually end up taking less damage from enemies now. Oh no. Get me out of there. Can't really see what I'm doing. Hey, let's light things back up, just to make my life easier. Come on, that. Alright, it's starting to get just annoying at this point. Alright, light it up. Oh, it's literally just that. Okay. Freddy says Nosferatu was a cool, spooky beat-em-up on the SNES. Yeah. Where you have to save your girlfriend from Dracula before she turns into a vampire. Yeah, that is a pretty cool game. I've never made it very far in that, though. It's a very challenging game. Here we go. Got it. Alright, good stuff. Now we can come back here, we're gonna have a much more powerful form. Which will help us out in the next couple of boss fights. I'm playing really lazily right now. I'm just running into everything. Alright. I always forget if there's anything important in these, so I keep switching over. And actually, I do almost feel like there's probably something up here. Let's fly all the way up. Nope. Okay, another scroll. That's our last one, actually, so... Yeah, we just need a couple of health upgrades, we need a talisman, which I think the last talisman comes at the final level, basically. Okay, so we're in good shape right now. So this guy you can't hurt when he changes colors. This is also probably one of the tougher bosses in the game. It's funny that he can, like, hop off the edge of the screen. Basically, like, hopping from midair, I guess. Alright, we get the piece of fire crest called Demon Fire. It's the most powerful fire in the realm, apparently. I don't know about that. Like, I really like this gargoyle. Alright. Let's get some money. Excuse me. This actor says it's all about killing demons and making money. Alright, so now we're going to go to the, underwater place. Well, part of it's underwater, not all of it is. But this is where we get our merman suit. Aqua gargoyle? I don't know. Alright, let's switch over to this guy. Nice. Alright, so this is kind of like a pit right here. You don't want to fall down that and just lose progress. Alright, boss time. Hey Cassie, welcome to the stream. Dasan says, started watching the Friday the 13th movies. There were some of his favorites in his 20s, but now he thinks they're drivel. Yeah. The same here. I don't even bother with them anymore. What is my zodiac sign? Oh, I can predict the future too, Dasan. I'm going to play some Castlevania, Doom, and more Doom. I'm so predictable. You gotta fight Pizza the Hut here, yeah. I need to watch Spaceballs again. That movie is so funny. I have it. Crestline says, what about playing Blood? No, definitely not. I think I'm blooded out for, like, probably the rest of my life. I mean, not really. I'm sure I'll play Blood again eventually, but not on stream here. It's... I had to spend so much time learning that game from start to finish, and then doing a whole stream of it in one sitting. It's just, yeah, never again. I need a key. All 6 of them. God. Why do you need 6 keys in almost every level? Like, please. Please, please, please. No, I just don't need it in my life. Hey, look at that! Shortcut! Never thought to try that before. Now this thing is opened up. Get ourselves another, I'm guessing a health upgrade. That's basically all we're getting from this point on, or this point forward. I just realized I'm not using my crown like I should be. There we go. Oops. Alright, now we can go underwater. Without getting damaged. So I don't think I actually have to go this way. This is where we would normally enter from. Yeah. Yeah, his underwater attack is really powerful. Pressing A allows you to swim forward in like a straight line. Alright, just need 2 more health refills. One of them's definitely in the final level. Maybe both of them are? I don't remember. We're gonna figure it out. Like some of the collision detection here is a little wonky, though. But it's all good. You have such a huge health bar, it doesn't really matter that much. Now, if enemies were killing me in like 3 hits, that would be very frustrating. But thankfully, this is not one of those kinds of games. Well, not yet, anyway. Wait till we get to the true final boss. Ugh. It's gonna be rough. Alright, so I'm going to switch over to that. So sometimes what I do here is I actually use the, one of my other gargoyle suits and just take damage because my attack is really powerful, but I think the intended strategy is to be using this, this transformation. Nice, got him. Oh, he's probably gonna give me a health upgrade too. Yep. Alright, yeah, and our last one will be on the final level, along with our next talisman. I guess we're gonna go back to town and get some more money. There's our final level right there. I have got just about everything. Which is what you need if you want to activate the true final bosses. Switch back over to this. $390. Okay. It's so nice seeing that menu system just completely filled up. Filled up with all the goodies I've accumulated. Dasan asks, have I played a game on Arcade Archives called Mad Shark? I have not. What is that? Total Writing clone, level by level ripoff, but it's pretty good. Do you know when that came out? I wonder if it's one of the newer Arcade Archives releases. I'll have to hook up the PS4 and pick that up. Trova student got Little Caesars. Dasan says Mad Shark came out in the last couple of months. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I haven't been playing a lot of shmups lately. I think the last time I played, a couple months ago. Like, I binged out for like a night or two. go down here. Alright, I guess we will do this. Actually, you know, Imp probably wouldn't be bad. We could actually try using that on the last level, like, on one of the bosses and see what happens. So since he works on money, I should grind out a little bit. Alright, that's good enough for me. Alright, so this is it, guys. And after we beat the game, we're gonna get a password, which we'll enter in, and that'll allow us to go to the true final boss. But if you want to get the real final boss, first final boss, then you need all the items. Switch over to this. Whoops, not that. Wrong one. You gonna make me kill you? Okay, I guess so. Alright, it's this guy again. Let's actually switch over to this. Yeah, the Arrow Gargoyle's attack is just so powerful. This will just be a health refill. So our last health upgrade is actually in this bell tower. You smack one of the bells with your head, and the upgrade appears. There it is. Alright, and here we're gonna get ourselves a talisman. Drop right down here. And there it is. Alright, good stuff. Love the yellow on his wings. It looks really cool. The character designs in this game are really, really awesome. I think it's the wolf guy again. Nice. God, this transformation is so powerful. It's like I don't even bother with the lightning attack. I use this guy. All right, final boss time. Been playing for we've only been playing for an hour and a half, so. It's anxious because the skull is just to get more life drops. That's right. I want to say this is actually the one that probably does more damage. Wow, that was fast. Round 2. Fight. Alright, here we go. Alright, so if you got all the items, you basically get past this fight and you go into what I consider to be like the first true final boss. And then after we beat this, we'll get a password that we can enter in to do the, I'm going to call it like the secret true final boss. However you want to describe it, I don't know. It's confusing a little bit. Yeah, this is a pretty challenging fight. We have to hit him in the face, which is easier said than done. go ahead and use that. Gotta stay close. Ah, I missed again. Man. He's almost dead. He's changing color. Ugh. It's getting some bad RNG right now. Alright. Also, you do not want to touch this guy. I think he'll do like half your health bar in one hit. Ooh, that was close. Got 2 hits though. Got him. Got him, got him, got him. Thanks to Son. Thanks for the GG, gotcha. Which it has quite a long ending. Desan says, I've never played this. Oh man, you should. It's a pretty chill game. Thanks for the GG, Jason. I love the ending theme. It's probably one of my favorite tunes on the Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo was really good with this type of stuff. Final Fantasy III. Desan says, I've been on a huge PC Engine kick recently. Has a lot of shmups, but quite a few of them are nearly the same game. Yeah, there's a lot of like, kind of like cut and paste shooters on that system. But it's a great shmup platform though. There is a lot of variety. and just a lot to pick from. Especially once you start diving into, like, the CD stuff. I swear it's like a 10-minute long ending. I like it when games do this, you know. I hate it when you spend a couple hours trying to beat a game and it's just like, oh, the end. Congratulations, the end. It's a 5-second long ending, but this is the exact opposite of that. Yeah, so you let this sit here for a while, and then it'll eventually go and pull up a password, which I actually already have a snapshot from my phone from about a month ago when I beat this game. Hi, Andy. Welcome back. So we're not quite done just yet. We are going to pop in this code and fight the secret true final boss. And he is insanely difficult, as you guys will see. And my cats are trying to kill each other. There it goes. Yeah, I actually kind of like stuff like this, where it's like, you know, a lot of players probably would have just like shut the game off. But no, for people that stuck around, they get a code. And I don't think this fades out. I think it just sits there. So I'm going to reset the console. Take us back to the title screen. And I wonder if the password's already in there, because I did actually type it in to get my screenshot, or my thumbnail screenshot. I cropped the Demon's Crest logo out too. It is! It's already in there. Awesome. Makes my life easier. Alright, so... now there's this place that's opened up. But we've got no money, so we've got to grind out for a little bit. And what's really cool is that now we've got another new transformation, which is easily the best one in the game. The ultimate gargoyle. So you can fly like the aerial gargoyle. You got a powerful shot, and you've even got a charge shot, which Sanctum will not stop hounding me about. You're welcome, Sanctum. Alright, but I am actually not going to use him right now because I need to be able to headbutt easier. Let's go ahead and switch over to that. Alright, what do I have? 182. I wonder if using the imp on the final boss will actually help me. I meant to try that on the last boss we fought, but I totally forgot about it. Gotcha, no. The charge shot sprite's definitely not the same effect from Mega Man X. It's different. It's not as flashy, actually, surprisingly. Yeah, those are the best ones. 20 apiece. And those are the worst ones. 1 apiece. Probably not, Andy, no. I haven't done any preparation this month, so you're not going to see anything super special. Normally I like to prepare for my October content, and I just have not been feeling it this year, so... I hadn't done any preparation. No. Again, that's not entirely true. Like I said, I have been working on TNT Evolution the last couple nights. I'm gonna probably work on it some more tonight, and then try to stream that, but... Really difficult platformers that I haven't really practiced? No, you're not gonna see any of those. You cheapskate! You don't have enough money! Yeah, Dasan, yeah, UN Squadron's probably one of my favorite shmups on Super Nintendo. But I know exactly what you mean, like, it's really tough beating the game without actually grinding out. You kind of have to. Just kind of a bummer. But... it is what it is. Still love the game. Crestline says he's also a horrible cheapskate. $186. Alright, let's get this last ginseng, but I do want to kind of buy some scrolls, so I'm going to try to see if I can actually use the imp on this last boss. Andrew asks, do I have a scary movie list I go through each October? Not really. I've kind of like... I think I used to a long time ago, but not really anymore. I'm so busy all the time, like between my job, between my pinball hobby, and between my video game hobby on YouTube here. I'm just always doing something, so... I don't really have a lot of time to watch movies. So, yeah. It was different back in the day when I didn't have, like, this internet stuff. You know, I had a lot more free time. You know, not being productive, basically. Freddy asks, are you familiar with any spooky pinball games? Yeah, there's a few. There's Bram Stoker's Dracula, which is based on the 92 movie. There's a Nightmare on Elm Street pinball machine from Gottlieb in the mid-90s, early 90s, I think. There's an old Dracula pinball machine by Stern from late 70s, I think. Late 70s, early 80s. What am I at? I'm at 407. There is a Halloween pinball machine that came out a few years ago. Here it's not that great, but I haven't played it, so... there's an Alice Cooper pinball machine. I think that's, like, sort of horror-based. I'm trying to think of others, and I can't really think of any off the top of my head. Stranger Things, sorta, kinda, not really. I mean, I know the show's supposed to be spooky, but... and the game is a little bit. Alright, I'm in the wrong place. Let's come back this way. I actually want to see what this guy's response is. So when you're in this suit, you have to actually hold up and press A, otherwise you do a charge. Yeah, Freddy, you can actually check out videos of those pinball machines in action. And, I actually have some gameplay videos on my pinball channel of Bram Stoker's Dracula. Alright, let's hope we get this on our first try, otherwise we have to grind out all over again. Desan's talking about Halloween Kills, yeah. That is, I don't know, I love the first Halloween movie. I think it's still a great movie for what it is. We watch it, that is actually something we tend to watch every, October. I'll link up with the parents and we'll watch it. I don't know how much more powerful the charge shot is. It's my first time trying to use it on this guy. Ugh, man. Bad patterns. Huh. Oh, you know I meant to try this. Yeah, he's not doing anything. That's a bummer. Got him. Oh, it's like, when is it gonna end? This fight goes on forever. Woo! Oh, we did it, guys. That was actually getting stressful. Oh, man. Here and Now asks, oh, that was the last boss? That was the secret last boss, so... Yeah, that was definitely the last boss. Yeah, you have to 100% the main game, like Brendan mentioned. Dasan's gotta go to bed. I hear that, man. It's probably around midnight for you right now. Let's scroll up through chat. Yeah, I was not looking at any chat while I was fighting that boss, because it's a very tense, difficult boss. You guys are talking about Halloween movies, and Andy says, Austin wasn't kidding, this does look hard. Yeah, it is very difficult. Brendan says, completed this game about 10 times. I never knew you could do a charge shot as the ultimate demon. Yeah, you can. Courteous courtesy of Zanctum, he watched my Twitch playthrough a couple months ago and told me about that. I don't know how much more damage it does though. Like, I'm not sure if it's worth doing on that last boss, the secret boss. Yeah, we basically get to watch the ending again. I don't know if it's really any different, but we'll let it play out. Yeah, it took us about, I don't know, we've been streaming for almost 2.5 hours now, so it took us a little under 2.25 to get through the entire game, best ending and whatnot. I think we only died once. Funny enough, it was on the graveyard boss. It's like I beat the true final boss on my first try. Hey, thank you, Carlos. I appreciate that. Oh, man. Well, guys, thanks for watching. I don't really know what to say. I'm gonna actually go out and grab a couple drinks after this and play some pinball myself. And then when I get home later, I think I'm gonna keep working on TNT. Either that or I'll work on Lies of P. If I can beat that, I might actually do a stream of it here. It'd have to be a multi-part stream like my Dark Souls playthroughs. But it's definitely a good one for Spooky Month. I think it's pretty awesome. If you really like the Dark Souls games, you'll like it. It's yeah, I mean, it feels exactly like a Dark Souls game. With some of its own new mechanics, but for the most part, like if you're into Dark Souls, you will definitely like it. Crestline asks, what level of TNT Evolution do you like the most so far? I have no idea. None of them really, like, stood out as being anything special. I don't really care for TNT. I mean, they're good maps. Some of it's fine, but some maps are just really tedious and boring, so... Yeah, I don't know, Crestline. I'm not usually one of those guys that's like, I got one specific favorite map out of 32 maps. Like, I kind of look at it as the whole package, you know? Instead of, like, trying to narrow down one favorite. When am I going to play a shmup? That's a good question. Probably not going to be playing many for the next month since we are in spooky month. I did a Sega CD stream last week, though. I played a couple shmups there. I went through Lords of Thunder completely. Yeah, I would like to do Castlevania 64 Office, but it's one of those I'd have to practice beforehand, and I don't really want to do that, so... Yeah, unfortunately, we will probably not be playing those this month. Yeah, there we go, the ends. Alright, good stuff. Alright guys, so that's pretty much gonna do it for me. Thank you so much for hanging out today. I hope you guys had a good time. It was good, brisk, solid little playthrough. But yeah, all this month I'll be doing spooky and horror-themed stuff, but like I said earlier on in the stream, it's going to be a lot of predictable stuff. You know, we're definitely going to do some Castlevania, and, oh, the music faded out. Actually, I forgot there is a tiny bit more here, if I can find my thing. Yeah, you've got that gold crest. Freddy asks, any Silent Hill? No, hell no. I do not like Silent Hill at all. I forced myself through parts 1 and 3 last year. No, 2 years ago. And I hated every moment of it. They are not for me. Resident Evil, I want to try to get my brother on to do Code Veronica, but I haven't heard from him. I'm going to have to reach out to him later tonight about that, actually. So, all right, I'm going to actually reset things just to have a little bit of audio while we do our outro here. And, there we go. Yeah, it's great playing through this game again. I mean, I beat it just, like, a month ago, and it was still fun going through it again. So, such a classic game. Again, anyone that doesn't have actual hardware or flashcards, you know, it is on Switch Online if you want to try to play it. And I think Switch Online does save states and stuff like that. So, Yeah, so you can get through the game a little bit easier, I think. But yeah, it's definitely, I think it's like a mandatory playthrough for this era. You know, if you like 16-bit games and more action-adventure types of games, then, like, yeah, you gotta play this game. It's really good, holds up very well, looks and sounds great, it's fun to play. And it's easy to figure everything out on your own, too. It's not cryptic in the slightest, so it's one of the nice things about it. Let's see. But yeah, I'm gonna have to reach out to my brother. I'm gonna try to get some Resident Evil this month, because you guys like that every year. We try to knock out one Resident Evil game every year. But yeah, I'm gonna talk to him probably later tonight and see what he's doing. With regards to that. And again, as far as like other stuff I'm gonna do this month, I mean, like I said, it's gonna be Castlevania, and I do want to try to do TNT Evolution. Which is a part of Final Doom. People have been wanting me to do that for a long time, and I've been wanting to do it for a long time. It's just been a little tedious trying to work my way through it. Yeah, I might try to do some spooky variety streams. I would like to do some Ghosts and Goblins and Ghouls and Ghosts again. I haven't done those in like a couple years, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that one. Yeah, I could try to hook up the PSP and do Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins, but I've never actually finished that one, so... Yeah, I've got some thinking to do. I'll probably try to get some more streams going during the week, just to, you know, up the content count a little bit. But, yeah, and then Liza P. Hopefully I can do that. We'll see. I don't know. That's a lot of options, actually, so... But yeah, stay tuned all this month. We'll have more spooky type of content. Yeah. I should remember, I'm looking at my patron slides right now, and I remember when I used to, like, color it all red for October, like, it's so lazy lately. So, whatever. It's all good. But alrighty guys, that is going to do it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Again, I'll have the archive up later tonight. I'm not sure how I'm going to timecode the thing, but I'll see what I can do with that. But yeah, have yourselves a fantastic day or night wherever you are in the world, and I suppose until the next one, take it easy.